Welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. I am using the Deviant Moon Tarot for our cards of focus today. And, wow, my pile's got all mixed up here. Pile number 1, your card of focus is the Star. And we are going to use the Wandering Star Tarot for this pile. Pile number 2, we have Temperance. And we're going to use the Mermaid Tarot to dig on into that one. And pile number 3, we have the Tower. And we're going to use the Golden Wheel Tarot. So please feel free to pause and ponder. Go with whatever image resonates with you the most, and I will see you there. Welcome, pile number 1, and your card of focus is the Star. What a beautiful card, right? So in the Deviant Moon Tarot, this maiden sits on the shore here and pours this water into this crystal pool. Okay. There are 7 stars shining above her head that bring hope to the lands below. So this is a sign of good luck. Okay. It's a sign of hope. It's a sign of good things. We're talking about renewed faith and fulfillment in one's pleasures. Okay, this is about, I mean, it feels like it's about coming home to your wishes, your dreams, your desires, the things that mean the most to you as you're working towards them, right? Eyes on the prize. You're going to get there. It's about realigning with your North Star and understanding that we carry that inner guiding light, the light of the North Star as our guiding light within us. We have this incredible inner navigational system. Okay. So this is about coming home to that. This is about your hopes, dreams, wishes, right? It's a sign of good things to come. So have hope. All right. And there we are. And I have the Wandering Star today for this. It seemed appropriate, right? Stars and stars. We have stars everywhere. Stars may mean something to you, right? Maybe you're seeing stars everywhere in artwork, in literature, on billboards, you know. Keep your eyes open. Good things are coming for you, okay? I want to thank everyone for being here. I really, really appreciate you, and I hope you're doing well. It is a beautiful day outside. Super happy to be with you on your journey. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading for the collective. All right, not a one-on-one. Please take it as it resonates. If it doesn't fit, don't make it. There's no sense. We do not need more drama in our lives, okay? So let's dig into this because this is renewed faith. Something. Maybe this is your sign to have renewed faith. Maybe something has happened to you recently that has restored your faith or caused you to remember your wishes, dreams, desires, right? Maybe something that you've forgotten. Right out of the gate, we have the Two of Pentacles, which is a card of harmony and balance, okay? This is sort of juggling a couple of different things and trying to bring them into balance, okay? Getting grounded. Sometimes it's a decision. As soon as I said that, here's your second card, the Two of Swords, choices, decisions. So there is a choice that needs to be made here, okay? This is in your energy. You're aware of it. Whatever this choice is going to help bring in this balance and harmony. It's going to restore it to you, okay? Now, this is really about going within. Remember, I'm already talking about realigning with that inner North Star. This is blocking out the external world, other people's opinions, going within and finding the answer within, okay? When you take that blindfold off, things are going to look an awful lot. Things are going to look very different for you after you've made this decision and that blindfold comes off. It's a good thing though, okay? Keep in mind the Judgment card. Yeah, this is an awakening for you. You are realigning. This, when we do that, it puts us back on our path, and maybe you're off that path. It's really easy, you guys, because we have so many distractions and disruptions in our daily lives. It's easy to sort of step off that path. Okay, this is about you realigning to it. And in order to do that, something has to change. This transformation has to happen within you with this Judgment card, okay? This is cool. Yeah, you're gonna make the decision that you make is gonna be the right one. Okay, so don't worry about, oh my gosh, am I gonna make the right decision? You are. And it is going to restore some harmony and balance because it's realigning you with your North Star, with your guiding light, the one you carry within you, because you are doing this shift, this awakening, this transformation with that Judgment card. Okay. All right. Let's grab another card here. That one. Okay. Yeah. And you have two. This is the third two out. Okay. Two of Cups. This is partnership, harmony, and peace. So this is a soulmate connection coming in. All right. Maybe this is part of how this balancing is going to happen. Maybe one of your wishes, dreams, desires was to meet that soulmate. And this can be a romantic partnership. It can be, a bestie. It can be a teacher, mentor. It can be a lot of different types of relationships. Okay. So however that resonates with you in your current situation, regardless, this person is going to be really, really important. And it looks to me like they're going to help you come into this harmony and balance as well. They're the other half of the equation. Maybe you've been wishing for this person. Maybe you've wished for them for a long time in whatever capacity they come into your life as. Okay. Getting into realignment with your purpose, your passion is going to bring in this energy. It's going to bring in the balance and harmony. It's going to bring in this soulmate connection. Getting realigned is really important for you right now. Yeah, in your energy. Yeah, rest and recover. Yeah, refresh. It's time to refresh your energy. This decision that you have to make and the one that you ultimately make is going to allow this rest to happen here. It's going to put your mind at ease, okay? Recuperation. Restoring the balance. Okay. It's funny, I thought this one flipped over a little bit ago in the deck and it didn't, but here it is again. So, the Hanged Man. It's another card of enlightenment. Okay? You know that you cannot keep plowing ahead in your life the way that you have. This is a literal wall that comes up in front of you. There is no way around it, over it, under it. And so we pause. We're sort of in this, cosmic timeout here. Assessing the situation, right? And with the Judgment card, we're also assessing. And then comes enlightenment. There comes understanding. And you find another way. You find a new approach. It is a card of pivot. I feel like this person, this soulmate connection, is going to help you with this pivot. Or maybe you have to pivot before they come in. Maybe they're already there. You're not looking at it. You've been so focused on moving forward in a certain way. They may already be in your orbit. Yeah, sometimes we can block our wishes, dreams, desires by being in a fixed mindset, If we're plowing forward in life, striving for our goals, whatever, which there's nothing wrong with that. If it's not the right way that it's supposed to unfold, or if you've gotten off your path, you will hit that roadblock, okay? And when we're so focused like that, we can miss things around us that are really important in our lives, in our orbits, in our realms, right? We can block those energies. So this is great. So this is a way of unblocking. You know, you may have been frustrated and trying to understand why things weren't moving, why things aren't happening. You will understand with that Hanged Man. It's going to unblock this person, unblock the energy of this person coming in. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and grab another card here. If anything, nothing's like coming in. That 2 of Cups and that balance. We have 2 and balance. Okay. Yeah. Yet another card of transformation. Right. This is an ending and a beginning. An ending and a new beginning. It's a card of transformation. Just like the Judgment card. Just like the Hanged Man. You are definitely shifting. This shift, the shedding of the old skin is important. Right? It's leaving the outdated parts of yourself behind and opening up that energy to rest and recovery, to balance, to a soulmate connection that's probably been waiting to come in. This is all part of your wishes, dreams, desires. This is why this is so good. It restores faith and hope. Good things are coming in. Wishes, dreams, desires are being fulfilled. In your energy is the 7 of Wands. Yeah, it's a card of stand your ground. Maybe you're not used to taking care of yourself. Maybe you're so used to giving to everybody else that you haven't. And now all of a sudden you are, with this 4 of Swords, taking some time for yourself, making some decisions based on yourself, making decisions and taking action based on this realignment with your wishes, dreams, desires. And that's going to make some people a little frustrated with you, especially if you're not giving 110% of yourself to them anymore, right? You've sort of retracted, you're taking care of yourself. Stand your ground. This is exactly what you need right now to bring in all this good energy, okay? Stand your ground, take care of yourself. They're going to be fine. They may not understand it right now, but they will. And if they don't, it's bye-bye. Stand your ground. And it's in your energy, so you know this. You already are. You already are. Yeah, look at that. Under that Hanged Man is a 10 of Swords. So this is an ending. This is closure. You're ending a cycle. It's an ending to all of this pain, right? Done, finito. Good for you. Yeah, the shedding of the old, the outdated beliefs, getting rid of people. Sometimes, I know that these 2 cards together always make me sort of feel like a little bit of a double energy. Happening there, but it's transformation. It is transformation. That third eye is open. The third eye is open. Yay! I knew we were going to see the Fool card. Yeah, this is what this is all happening for. This is your new beginning. Yeah, you're not going to continue on in the same way you've continued on. You are not the person, you know. You're not that person before the enlightenment of the Hanged Man. That person's gone. That person's gone. You've shifted, you're awakening, you're doing things for yourself. You made some hard choices to do that. You probably had to let some people go, and some places, and some situations, right? Aspects of the self. But this is bringing in this new Fool energy, right? And we have the Page of Wands coming out with communication and good news. So yeah, this is kind of the spark of an idea, right? This is a new beginning with passion and creativity. Something that's in alignment with your North Star. Okay, let's see if anything else wants to come out. Just feel like that's pretty good reading right there. Yeah, here we go. The Ace of Cups. This is new beginnings in love and relationships. Fun, magic. This is like looking at life through the lens of your heart. And it's totally a fresh new perspective. Especially with everything shifting here and you going through this transformation. Okay. I love it. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, I want to thank you so much for being here. Hit that thumbs up button if any of this resonated for you. Share with your besties, and I'll see you next time. Welcome, pile number 2, and your card of focus is Temperance. Now, I like Temperance. Temperance is a card of moderation, right? It's about not taking the high road, not taking the low road, but taking that middle path, right? To keep things tempered. So this angel here is standing by this peaceful stream, patiently pouring that water back and forth from one urn to another, right? Well, from one urn to this sort of platter thing. And even though these vessels are different in design, the mixture that she's creating is a potion of harmony. Okay? This is a card of patience, balance, channeling one's energy, combining elements for a new result. Okay? Notice one foot is in the water, which represents the unconscious mind, and the other foot is on land, which represents reality, right? The mundane world, the physical world, the material world. So while this angel is pouring this elixir back and forth, it is partly the subconscious, unconscious mind, and partly the physical world. So you're combining elements of both of those things. It is a card of divine timing. It's got to be just right for something to happen. Okay? It's about staying out of the extremes, staying on that middle path, staying calm, staying focused, staying in intention. Divine timing, patience. Ugh. Sometimes, I mean, it sounds beautiful, doesn't it? But sometimes I know it can be really frustrating when we're all kind of waiting for something to happen. You know, sometimes the Temperance card means in order for things to move, you're meant to do nothing, right? Take it as it resonates. It's part of, as part of your personal situation. Our situations are all different. All right, I have the Mermaid Tarot today. It seems kind of appropriate with this watery fluidity happening with our Temperance card here. So I want to thank everyone for being here, first and foremost. I really, really appreciate you. I hope you're all doing well. It is a gorgeous day out today. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading for the collective. So just take it as it resonates. Don't make it fit if it doesn't fit. Okay. I am happy to be with you on your journey today, as always, and honored to be able to bring you this message. Okay, temperance. So, staying in moderation, staying out of the extremes, being patient, divine timing, all of those things, and here we go. Well, Five of Swords right out of the gate. So yeah, speaking about staying out of the extremes, the Five of Swords is a card of fighting, right? Winning at all costs. I think oftentimes we lose track of what we're fighting about with this Five of Swords, right? There's a lot of hurt that comes with the Five of Swords. Maybe not necessarily intentional, it's just an energy that we get in. Now, fives are breakthrough, right? So this is an energy you're going to be leaving behind. I love the little penguins patting this little mer person on the head who's bleeding. Poor baby, right? Okay. In your energy is the Chariot. So this is about overcoming some kind of obstacle, which you're doing because this is in your energy. Okay, this is progress and towards potential, or the potential towards progress, whichever way you want to look at it. It's kind of the chicken or the egg, right? Success, moving forward. Keep in mind, we have the Two of Pentacles, which is all about balance and finding balance and harmony, like working it. I mean, this rabbit's really working it to get this balance and harmony, right? It's doing this incredible show, standing on a fish that's jumping out of the water, balancing these coins. Okay. Now, sometimes This card can indicate that you seem to have balance and harmony to others, right? You appear, but underneath the surface there might be other things going on, right? That's okay. People don't have to know what's going on in your personal life. Okay, that's important for someone. Overcoming obstacles, finding your balance and harmony. You're meant to find your balance and harmony and step away from this energy here, from that fighting energy. It can sometimes be a little bit of a bully energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out. Yeah, you're meant to slow down, observe, take notes, right? The Knight of Pentacles is incredibly strategic. And yes, it's very slow-moving energy, but that's why it's successful. Everything is done with intention and focus. Every step forward is part of a strategy. Yeah, slow down and observe. Get out of this. If you've got someone coming at you swinging a sword, like you fight. It's instinct. You're meant to get out of this and just step aside and really observe and strategize and take intentional steps towards your goal. Yeah. Wow, the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. So your Chariot's gonna be moving pretty quickly here. Pretty quickly, as soon as you step out of that fighting energy and you start to come to balance and you start to understand the necessity of strategy and slow-moving energy, right? Of divine timing, of things having to be absolutely done perfectly, or the elixir is perfect recipe, right? There's a lot of faith with this, but once you understand all that, things are going to happen really, really fast. Now, the Wands also can be travel, Maybe with your Chariot here, you're going to be moving, traveling somewhere new. It's also communication. So there could be fast communication coming in. Regardless of what it is and how it resonates with you, stepping away from that fighting energy, stepping away from the extremes. Remember, Temperance says, stay out of the extremes, stay in the middle road, stay calm, don't get ruffled, and have patience. Wow, under the Two of Pentacles, we have the Two of Cups. That's a soulmate connection coming in. So it's possible with this fighting energy, you've blocked this, right? We can literally block good things from coming into our lives if we're not in the right place in our mind, right? Swords are of the mind. Stepping back into the heart space is important. Like I said, it is a soulmate connection, whatever that means for you. If you're not looking for a romantic partner, it can be a business partner. It can be a best friend. It can be any person who is important to you, or it is someone who's going to be very important to you as you move forward. Okay. Under that Knight of Pentacles, we have the Empress. So yeah, this Knight is taking you straight to the land of abundance. This is a cornucopia of abundance. It's not for want. Want for not, want for not, not for want. Want for not. I don't want for not. I can't remember how that saying goes. Anyway. Yeah. Nurturing, fiery, creative. There's so much abundance here. And the Empress is totally cool with sharing too. That this is where you're heading. Okay. This is why it's important for you to slow down, stay calm, and observe. The observation is going to help you overcome something and make the right strategic, intentional steps towards what it is that you're wanting. In your energy is the moon. Yeah, we have the siren singing the mystical, magical song to the moon, right? Something hidden or something that has been hidden is going to come to light. Something in the shadows. Now, typically what this is, it comes bubbling up from your subconscious mind. It's kind of a remembrance Keep singing your siren song. Maybe your siren song is what's pulling this person in, right? In a good way, in a good way. And we have the Devil card coming out. Of course we do. So you probably have some weird ideas around relationships. Not weird, maybe some outdated beliefs. And by that, I mean, maybe you have a blanket opinion of relationships. Not all relationships are the same, but if we treat them all the same. So it's sort of an outdated belief, a belief that maybe needs to go. Maybe it's a bad habit. Maybe there's people, places, and things you need to let go of. This is attachments. These have to go. I mean, it feels like, you know, juxtaposed to or fighting energy here, what we're talking about that as well. But I do believe that it really does, I think, have to do with how you view your world. And I think that that is going to change. You know, you're changing your perspective. You're changing the way that you're doing things. And it's going to lead you to some really good things. It is going to restore your faith. Okay. We have the Four of Cups showing up. So to me, there's something that's already in your orbit that you're not seeing, right? Because you're so focused over here. You're so focused on the fight. You're focused on the loss, right? This is part of your Devil energy that you've got to let go of. There's something there. You might already know this person, but you're unaware of it, okay? Unaware. We have the Page of Swords coming out. So yeah, it's time for you to be real vigilant. It's time for you to pay attention to what's going on around you. It's time to look at things from the truth, right? The truth is often something that we deny ourselves if we're not ready for it, if it's too uncomfortable, those kinds of things. So I love it that the page is, this is fresh eyes on a situation. This is really, really good. This is good. I mean, to me, you're busting out of this energy, right? You're moving forward. You have some really, really good things happening. You're heading towards that Empress energy. But it's going to require you to stay in the middle road, stay out of this energy, the Devil energy, stay out of that fighting energy, stay out of this woe is me energy, right? Yeah. Yeah, you have to walk away from all those things with the Eight of Cups. It's okay. When we leave those energies behind, we open up so much room for the good things to expand into, and that's what's trying to come in for you. These are really, really good things. Okay? Really, really, really good things. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Pentacles coming out for you. Okay, there you have it. That's a new beginning in material world abundance, whatever that means for you. It means your life's going to be very comfortable, right? This is where you're going when you get, you know, when you end up shifting all of this stuff and finding and grabbing onto that new fresh perspective here. Okay. All right, pile number 2, that is your message for today. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit that thumbs up button if any of this resonates, and share with your besties, and I'll see you next time. Welcome, pile number 3, and your card of focus is the Tower. I honestly can't remember the last time that the Tower came out as a card of focus. I mean, it's been a long time, right? And towers can be scary. But I don't want you to be afraid. Okay. So with this card, you know, there's this lightning blast coming from the sky that strikes the tower, right? And in this one, it kind of depicts it coming from, looks like a UFO of some kind. So the people in the tower are plummeting to their death below as this structure falls to ruins, okay? It's being destroyed from the top down. It's being dismantled. in an explosive way. Okay, so this is a severe or abrupt change in your world. It can be a loss or an accident. It can be a traumatic event, ruin, upheaval, right? The Tower shows up when there's a change that we're supposed to make. There's something, a certain way we're supposed to shift, and we've been sort of putting it off, right? There's something we're supposed to do. There's a realignment that we're supposed to do, but maybe it's too hard. Maybe there's no time. Maybe there's too many distractions or disruptions in our world, and we know the change that we need to make, and then we're just like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, right? I know it's kind of just a funny example, but when it happens, and it doesn't have to be a big thing, it can be a teeny tiny thing that kind of ripples through your world. But when it happens, it's really for our best and highest good. It can be uncomfortable in the moment, but it's really meant as a course correction. It's meant to put us back on our path, because somewhere we've gotten off the path, off our path. So this is really good energy. I don't want you to be afraid of this energy. If you have a Tower moment, and like I said, it can be something teeny tiny, or it can be something on a grand scale. When it happens, and instead of, being all wigged out, like really look at it and understand what it is that needed to change, or what it is changing, and if that was something that needed to change, if it's something that you've been putting off, or avoiding, or ignoring, right? Or maybe with with whatever distractions and disruptions we have in life, maybe just unaware. It often feels like we don't really have time for these kinds of things anymore, right? All right. I have the golden wheel here. We're going to dig into this. I know it sounds weird, but I do feel kind of glad that this came out today for some reason. It was kind of like the elephant in the room, maybe. Ooh, that's funny because I have all these elephants here. There's lots of elephants in the room. Anyway, I want to thank you all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I do. I'm happy to be with you on your journey. Honored to be able to bring you messages. So please keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. It is not a one-on-one. I know, I have to keep saying that. Trust me. I have to keep saying that. Some of the comments, it's like, okay, well then the reading wasn't for you. Oh. Anyway. Let's dig into this. I'm kind of excited. I don't know why. I mean, I think change is good. Right? Kind of freshens things. Even if we don't understand it in the moment, eventually we do. Okay. Big change is coming. Oh, wow. Right out of the gate. We have the Justice card. Yeah. Karmic scales are being balanced. Maybe there's a truth about your current situation that came out and that blew up your tower. That's okay. We get to rebuild, right? With a better, stronger foundation, one that is more in alignment with who we are now. We can't go through a whole life with one tower because we change so much, right? In your energy, you have the Emperor. So yeah, you get it. You get it. You fully understand what is about to happen or what is happening. There's a lot. This is wisdom and maturity. This Emperor has earned the right to sit on this throne, right? Mastered all 4 realms of all 4 kings. Beautiful. Yeah, you have you're going to have a sense of maturity and wisdom about what is happening. So that is really, really good. Keep in mind with that Justice card, we have the 10 of Cups, so it's going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness. Whatever this tower is, it's going to bring in some goodness, right? This is contentment. Your cup's overflowing. It's touching everyone around you with this 10. Things are going to feel so much better for you once this tower blows through. Okay? Justice is going to be served here. What is going on here? Okay, under the Justice card, we have the Queen of Wheels, Queen of Pentacles. Very grounded energy, very nurturing. There's a lot of luxury and beauty and all things of the material world with the Queen of Wheels. Loyal. There's loyalty here. I'm not sure where we're going with that Queen yet, but we'll get to it. Maybe that's the energy that you're moving into. Although you already have the energy of the Emperor, which is a masculine energy, so it would be nice to pull some feminine, some really grounded feminine into that for sure. All right, just one card. Not 50, just one card. There we go. Yep, there you go. In your energy, you have the Strength card. So yeah, you're ready. Like, it feels like you know this was coming. Maybe you did something that sparked this Tower even better, right? That means that you're really in tune with doing what's best for your highest good and the highest good for people around you, right? This is your inner wellspring of strength. It's not your physical strength. And it is infinite and wise and full of courage and control. You know, control over the extremes of emotions, right? Those lower vibrational emotions. Acknowledge those and rise above them. And rise above them. Under that 10 of Cups, yeah, you have the 2 of Swords. So there definitely is a decision that you have to make here. So you are pondering. You're going within and you're figuring out whatever this is, this decision. It is gonna have to do with this path forward, right? And it is a path forward because your tower gone. You got to rebuild. Maybe you're thinking about how to rebuild it. Yep. Page of Wheels. It's a fresh new start. Building a material world foundation. Very strategic. It is slow moving, but it is fresh and youthful. Now the pages are typically, like I said, youthful. But the Page of Wheels, the Page of Pentacles, is like an adult-like mind when it comes to strategizing on how to build a material world foundation. You know, this is whatever your material world abundance is. It can be money. It can be something else, you know. Yeah, you are definitely heading towards a different kind of existence here. And I love that your energy is showing up as pretty grounded. Okay. So keep doing the work, right? You know, you've mastered something here with the 8 of Wheels. So oftentimes we can take a look at the skill that we've learned from this and apply it to other aspects of our lives, right? And keep doing the work because you're almost there. This is a card of achievement. It's a card of mastery. Maybe there's a little bit of education that you need for whatever it is you're working on. All of those things, regardless, you've reached some kind of achievement here. Okay. Love it. Okay, keep in mind the 8 of Cups. Yeah, there are some things you're going to have to walk away from. That's in regards to this decision here. There are some things you're going to have to leave behind, and that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't mean that these cups weren't important to you or aligned with you at some point in your life. It just means that they no longer are, right? The same reason your tower is coming down. It's time to realign to your path. Yep, Ace of Swords. Your path is being cleared, right? That sword of truth pierces the veil into the material world and it makes things happen. But it also cuts away doubt, fear, and confusion. It gives you the clarity that you need to move forward, right? It gives you clarity for this journey that this 8 of Cups is starting here. Whoa, 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 whoa. The 7 of Wheels just flew out of the deck. So there's already something. There's your 8 in your energy, but there's already something you've been working on. So this is a card of faith. You're waiting. You've planted the seeds. You've nurtured. You've watered. You've taken care of it. So it's just all about waiting for it to come to fruition at this point. There's going to be clarity about that. Maybe part of this Two of Swords decision that you had to make was whether or not to continue with the Seven of Wheels, right? If you haven't seen the fruits of your labor yet, but I think you're really being this is going to have some clarity about making that decision. Okay. Okay, only one. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get comfortable here. Yeah, we just want one. One. Uh-oh, something flipped over. Nope. Sounded like it. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Hey, death is an ending and a rebirth. It's a death and rebirth. It's a new beginning for you. See the newness growing out of the skull. Yeah, you have something new and bright coming. Bottom of the deck, you have the sun coming out for you. Yeah, you got this. You got this. You're so wise in your energy and mature and strong and courageous. Like, I don't think this tower is going to be, I don't think it's going to be as scary as you think it is. I think it's going to ripple through your life, but it's going to change things in a really, really good way for you. Okay. All right, pile number 3, that is your message for today. Please hit that thumbs up button if any of this resonates with you. It does help with the algorithm. And yeah, share with your besties. Subscribe, it's free. And I will see you next time.